All right, so today we're diving deep into something pretty exciting, Thailand's brand new visa regulations.
Ooh, I love this topic.
Yeah, it's pretty fascinating stuff, whether you're, maybe thinking about planning a trip or even relocating or just, curious about all this international travel stuff. We're going to break it down.
Yeah.
I will say, full disclosure, my motivation might be a little bit selfish. I'm obsessed with Thai food.
Who isn't?
So I've got a personal stake in making sure we all understand how to get over there legally and ethically, of course.
Of course.
So to really get into the nitty-gritty, we've got some awesome sources lined up, the official Thai consulate website and a really comprehensive travel guide website.
Oh, nice. Those are good ones.
Yeah, should give us a really solid overview. So to kick things off, what's the biggest headline here? What's changed?
Well, the biggest news is definitely the visa exemption extension.
Okay.
Back in July, Thailand really shook things up. They announced that citizens from 93 countries can now enter Thailand without a visa for a full 60 days.
93 countries, that's a lot.
It's a huge change. It used to be only 30 days, so they've doubled it.
Wow, okay, so that's 60 days for tourism or even short-term business trips, right?
Exactly.
That applies to a ton of countries, I'm guessing.
Yeah, you're looking at a lot of European countries, Germany, Austria, Switzerland. The list goes on.
Okay, so 60 days visa-free. That's amazing. But what if you, hypothetically fall in love with Thailand and want to stay longer?
Well, you're in luck because you can actually extend that initial 60-day stay once for an additional 30 days.
At any point during the trip, or?
You'd have to go to a Thai immigration office.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but there's a small fee, 1,900 baht.
Gotcha. Okay, so that's not bad for an extra month in Thailand.
Not bad at all.
Okay, so besides the obvious, like a passport, what else do you absolutely need to make this magic happen?
Yeah, so pretty standard stuff. You need a passport that's valid for at least 6 months from your arrival date.
Mm-hmm.
You need a return or onward ticket so they know you're not planning on staying there forever.
Of course.
And you'll need a filled out TM6 form, which is just their arrival and departure card.
And that's all done when you arrive?
You can actually do it on the plane or when you arrive.
Okay, easy.
And of course, a blank page in your passport for that all-important entry stamp.
Very important. Now, doesn't this longer visa-free stay, doesn't that potentially lead to more overstays?
That's a really good point, and it'll be interesting to see how this new system impacts overstay rates.
Hmm.
It's kind of a gamble for them, right?
Yeah.
But maybe they're hoping that, the allure of legally staying longer will incentivize people to follow the rules.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay, but let's say, for sure that you want to spend more than those initial 90 days in Thailand. What are your options then?
Well, in that case, you'd want to look into the tourist visa, or TR as it's called. This one lets you stay for 50 days, and like the visa exemption, you can extend it once for an additional 30 days.
Oh, so you could technically combine the visa-free entry with a tourist visa and spend almost half a year in Thailand.
Exactly. It's
Ah.
a pretty sweet deal for those who want to really immerse themselves.
Yeah, that's a good chunk of time. But there's a catch, right? You can't just get the tourist visa on arrival.
Right. You have to apply for it beforehand at a Thai embassy or consulate.
So a little more planning
Yeah, a
involved.
little bit, yeah.
But hey, more time in Thailand, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so we've talked about tourism, but what about people who want to do more than just, the beaches and the temples? What if someone wants to go all in and study Muay Thai for like a year or something?
I love that you brought that up because that's where we get into the fascinating world of non-immigrant visas.
Okay.
And trust me, there's a whole alphabet soup of these visas, each one tailored to a specific purpose.
Ooh, intriguing. All right, so let's get into this alphabet soup. What are some of the most common non-immigrant visas that our listeners might be interested in?
So two of the big ones that come to mind are the non-immigrant B visa, which is all about business, and the non-immigrant ED visa, which is designed for education and soaking up all that Thai knowledge.
Okay, so non-immigrant B, that's for anyone looking to work in Thailand.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we're talking full-time employment internships, even frequent business trips. Basically, if you're making money on Thai soil, you'll need this visa.
Frequent business trips to Thailand, sign me up.
Right.
Okay, so what are the key things to know about the non-immigrant B visa? Is it difficult to get?
Well, you definitely need to gather the right documentation and do your research.
Of course.
They'll want to see proof of employment or a detailed business plan. And you'll need to prove that you have sufficient funds to support yourself while you're there.
Okay.
They're looking for about 30,000 Thai baht, which is roughly 1,000 US dollars, just to show that you can handle your finances while doing business in Thailand.
Makes sense. Okay, so let's move on to the non-immigrant ED visa. This one is for people who want to go beyond the tourist experience, right?
Absolutely.
Well,
So imagine this. You're living in Thailand, fully immersed in the culture. Maybe you're learning Muay Thai from a legendary fighter or mastering the art of Thai cooking.
okay, now you're speaking my language.
That's what this visa is all about.
Sign me up for that cooking class. So what are the ins and outs of this visa? What kind of hoops do you have to jump through to make this dream a reality?
Where it really depends on the specific program that you're interested in.
Yeah.
But one thing that sets the ED visa apart is that it allows dependents under 18 to join the primary visa holder.
Oh, wow. Okay, hold on. So you're saying a parent could enroll in like a year-long Thai language course and their kids could come along on this visa?
Yeah, that's the idea. The kids would get a single entry O visa specifically for dependents of ED visa holders. It's like a package deal for cultural immersion.
That's incredible. I can already picture families ditching the traditional vacation for like a longer, more meaningful experience in Thailand.
Exactly. And it's not just language or cooking, you know. There's a whole world of things to learn in Thailand. From traditional dance to ancient healing practices, the opportunities are endless.
Okay, I'm officially hooked. But before we get too carried away with planning our Thai adventures, we've got more visa options to cover. What else is hiding in this treasure trove of information?
There's one visa that's really caught my eye. It's called the Destination Thailand Visa, or DTV.
Ooh, DTV, what is that?
It's brand new. They just rolled it out this past July.
Oh, wow.
And it's specifically designed for digital nomads, freelancers, remote workers, anyone who can basically do their job from anywhere.
So if I can answer emails from a beach in Phuket, I'm good to go.
Pretty much, yeah.
So tell me more about this DTV. What makes it so special?
Well, for starters, it allows you to stay in Thailand for up to 180 days per entry.
180 days? That's almost half a year.
I know, right? And get this, you can extend it once for another 180 days.
So we're talking almost a full year in Thailand.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a pretty amazing opportunity for anyone who wants to embrace that digital nomad lifestyle.
Thailand is becoming like a digital nomad hub.
Oh, absolutely. And this DTV is only going to make it more popular. You can work on your latest project while overlooking the ocean or brainstorm new ideas in a charming little cafe. It's the dream.
Okay, you've convinced me. I'm sold. But there's got to be a catch, right? It can't be that easy to just pack up and move to paradise.
Well, there are some requirements, of course. The big one is financial. You need to prove you have at least 500,000 Thai baht in your bank account.
Okay, and how much is that in like US dollars?
It's about 15,000 US dollars.
Yeah.
They just want to make sure you're financially stable and not going to be a burden on their system.
Makes sense. Responsible.
Exactly.
Any other requirements besides the financial part?
Yeah, you'll need some proof of employment if you work for a company or some documentation showing your freelance work if you're doing your own thing.
Right.
And of course, the standard passport and visa application process. But compared to some other long-term visa options, the DTV is actually pretty streamlined.
So it sounds like if you have the funds, a remote job, and a valid passport, you could potentially spend nearly a year exploring Thailand.
Yeah, pretty much. And the best part is the DTV is valid for 5 years.
5 years.
Multiple entries.
Hmm.
It's basically a golden ticket to paradise.
Wow. That's incredible. I mean, it really opens up a world of possibilities. And, it's not just about the individual freedom. It's about the cultural exchange that happens when people from all over the world, converge in a place like Thailand.
I totally agree. It creates this vibrant energy that's unlike anything else.
It's like a modern-day Silk Road,
Oh.
but instead of trading spices and silk, we're trading ideas and experiences.
I love that analogy.
But with all this talk about the good life in Thailand, I think we should probably address the flip side. What happens if someone doesn't follow the rules?
Right, because even paradise has consequences.
Exactly. So let's talk about those consequences. What happens if someone overstays their visa in Thailand?
Well, it depends on the severity of the overstay. A minor overstay might just result in a fine.
How much is the fine?
It's 500 baht per day.
Okay, that can add up quickly.
Yeah, it can. And in more serious cases, you could face imprisonment or even a ban from re-entering the country.
Yikes. So overstaying even by a day is a big no-no.
It really is. It's not worth the risk. It can complicate your travel plans, not to mention your future visa applications.
It's better to be safe than sorry, especially when you're in a foreign country.
Exactly. Always do your research. Double-check your visa requirements. Make sure you have everything in order before you even leave.
Well said. Preparation is key. All right, so I think we've covered a lot of ground here today. From visa exemptions to this digital nomad dream with the DTV, we've really explored the ins and outs of Thailand's new visa system.
And it's clear that there's an option for everyone, whether you're looking for a short getaway, an immersive cultural experience, or a long-term adventure.
Exactly. So the question is, what does all of this mean for you, our listener? What path resonates with you? Are you picturing yourself exploring those ancient temples, maybe even learning a few Thai phrases? Or are you more drawn to the idea of working remotely from a beachside cafe laptop in one hand and a mango sticky rice in the other? Because it's incredible to think that Thailand is now making these dreams a reality for so many people.
It's fascinating to see how Thailand is really positioning itself as this global hub, not just for tourism, but for remote work education, cultural exchange.
Yeah.
It's a pretty bold move.
It is, and it could have some really significant ripple effects. Think about the potential impact on the Thai economy.
Exactly.
More long-term visitors mean more money flowing into local businesses, more jobs being created, maybe even a boost to the real estate market.
It's not just about the economic benefits, though. This influx of people from all over the world could lead to some amazing cultural exchanges, new ideas, new perspectives.
Yeah, that's a really exciting prospect.
It really is. It has the potential to be a very positive shift for Thailand.
But it's also worth considering, the potential downsides.
Hmm?
Could this lead to overcrowding in popular tourist areas? Will the cost of living go up, making it harder for locals?
Those are valid concerns for sure. It's a delicate balance, welcoming more visitors while also preserving what makes Thailand so unique and affordable.
Yeah, finding that sweet spot.
Exactly. It'll be interesting to see how the government handles these challenges as this new visa system takes hold.
It definitely raises some big questions.
Yeah.
But, at the end of the day, it's exciting to see a country like Thailand embrace change and open its doors to the world in such a big way.
I agree. It's a really positive step.
And who knows, maybe this will inspire other countries to rethink their own visa regulations and create more opportunities for cultural exchange and global mobility.
That would be amazing.
Wouldn't it? Imagine a world where it's easier to experience different cultures, connect with people from all walks of life, and maybe even discover hidden talents or passions we never knew we had.
I love that idea. It's all about embracing the unknown, stepping outside our comfort zones and seeing what the world has to offer.
That's what we're all about here at the Deep Dive Curiosity. A thirst for knowledge, a willingness to explore the world beyond our own backyards.
So to our listener, we ask you this: what's holding you back? Is there a dream trip you've been putting off? A skill you've always wanted to learn? Maybe Thailand is calling your name?
Maybe it's time to dust off that passport, book a flight, and dive headfirst into a new adventure.
Who knows what you might find?
Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep those passports ready.
And as always, happy travels.
It's like Thailand saying, hey, world, come on in, check us out. We're open for business.
It really is, and it's pretty smart if you think about it.
Right. It's not just about the short-term tourism dollars. It's about creating these long-lasting connections.
Exactly, and building a reputation as a global hub.
Yeah, and, the potential impact on the Thai economy could be massive.
Oh, absolutely. More long-term visitors means more money flowing into local businesses, more jobs, maybe even a boost to the real estate market.
It's like a ripple effect, you know?
Yeah.
And it's not just the money, it's the cultural exchange.
Right. All these people from different backgrounds, different cultures coming together, sharing ideas.
It's got to be inspiring for everyone involved.
Definitely opens up new perspectives, new ways of thinking.
But, it's also important to consider the potential downsides.
Of course.
Could this lead to overcrowding in certain areas? Will the cost of living increase, making it harder for locals?
Those are valid concerns,
Yeah.
and it's something the government will need to address carefully.
Right. Finding that balance between welcoming the world and preserving what makes Thailand so special.
Exactly.
But, at the end of the day, it's exciting to see a country like Thailand taking this leap, in embracing change.
Just a bold move.
It is. And who knows, maybe it'll inspire other countries to follow suit.
That would be amazing.
Wouldn't it? Imagine a world where it's easier to experience different cultures, connect with people from all over.
And break down those barriers.
Yeah, and maybe even discover hidden talents or passions we never knew we had.
That's what it's all about, right? Embracing the unknown, stepping outside our comfort zones.
And that's exactly what we hope to inspire with the deep dive. Curiosity, a thirst for knowledge, a willingness to explore.
So to our listeners, we leave you with this: what's holding you back?
Yeah, is there a dream trip you've been putting off? A skill you've always wanted to learn? Maybe Thailand's calling your name.
Maybe it's time to dust off that passport and book a flight.
Take a chance. Dive headfirst into a new adventure.
Who knows what awaits you on the other side?
Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep those passports ready.
And as always, happy travels.